Hi, I'm Jordan Ostroff with Legalese Marketing, and this is going to be our second video on Lawmatics. The first video we highlighted about a 25-minute overview of Lawmatics. Don't worry, this one will be a lot shorter. What we're looking at here is the three most common errors that we see people making when it comes to creating automations that prevent those automations from working the way that they want. The first one that we see is people having a form fill out have you move that client into a specific stage. However, you then want the exit condition to be when they're not in that stage. So for example, a client fills out an intake form, you have them go to your lead no contact one, you run all the follow-ups over there, and when they're no longer on that stage, you want to go ahead and stop that automation right there. The problem is the system's going to check that they're not in that stage at the very beginning before it runs that first attribute, and therefore the rest of the drip campaign is not going to work. So what you have to do here is you're going to have to create one automation that gets them from that form to that pipeline stage, then have a second automation run for anything on that pipeline stage that then gets exited when they're no longer in that pipeline stage. That way you'll get the exact same functionality, but by breaking it up into two different automations, it's actually going to run, as opposed to if you do them as one where you're going to have that problem. The second biggest error that we see people making is sending emails to already existing clients. So remember, basically Lawmatics is going to function off of matters being in three different areas: them being lost, them being potential new clients or PNCs, and them being hired. So if you look here on a normal automation under statuses, it's designed to run on all PNCs. This means that if you're sending an automation to people who are already lost, or if you're sending it to people who already are hired, you're going to have to go ahead and change the status up here. Otherwise, it's not going to run. So that's as simple as clicking the pencil over here, and then you'll have the drop-down menu where you can look at hired, lost. You can add those to it. You'll also be able to run substages over here. So again, for that, if you're trying to drip clients who are already clients about other service offerings or welcome to the firm, you're going to have to make sure you have this set to running status on hired, and also if you're running a longer drip campaign or a slower drip campaign of people who already lost, you're going to have to change it over here. Otherwise, normal automations are only going to run to PNCs, to potential new clients. So the third one, not so much an error that people are making as opposed to something people are not aware of. So obviously with event-based automation, so events that run off of any specific event happening, you have the ability to have a nested second level of event automation. And so what that looks like is it's a series of other events that can run before or after that event. So we use this a lot when it comes to consultations, where we'll have an email go out when it's initially set, and then we'll have another follow-up email or text 2 hours before the consult or the night before to make sure the person's aware of it, that if they have any questions, they go ahead and let us know. If they need to reschedule, they do that now. The problem is when you're in that main level of automation and you set it to be inactive, it's going to automatically set all of your nested automations to be inactive as well. So a lot of times we'll see people have a problem with those running because they did something to edit the overall automation and then never went back in. So every time you edit that larger automation, remember to go in and make sure that you turn back on all of the nested automations under that. So again, those were the three most common problems that we see people making when it comes to Lawmatics that prevent automations from running the way that they want them to. If you need help with this or anything else when it comes to Lawmatics or even marketing in general from a law firm perspective, you can go ahead and reach out to us at legalesemarketing.com. And then I also have our phone number and our email address here. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we're here for you if you need any help.